Yeah, I'm back again. Yeah, I'm back again. Yeah, it's still me, your humble brother, the comrade. Yeah, I'm back again. Still on issues going on in Nigeria. I don't know. I have been to countries. Yes, I live in Italy, but I've been to other countries. I've been to a lot of countries in Europe and also in Africa. Yes, I've been to a lot of countries. I've seen things. I've seen different things happening in different countries. But I have never seen things happen like it happened in Nigeria. Yes. I have never seen things happen in other countries like it happened in Nigeria. And even if some of these things that happens in Nigeria happens in other countries, the government take responsibility and do something about it. I can't imagine any country in the world where you hear of kidnapping. Everywhere you go, kidnapping. Kidnapping has been the order of the day. The only thing we hear about every day is kidnapping. Kidnapping, come on. And the government are not doing anything about it. Come on. It has become a normal thing in Nigeria for people to be kidnapped and killed, ask for ransom. If it's not kidnappers, they're Fulani herdsmen. It is some bandits. I don't even know what they are called from somewhere. I know all of them. They have ties. Or it is some Boko Haram religious extremists from somewhere kidnapping school children, going to churches to extract people from the church and all of that. And we have a government that doesn't care. I don't know. And this same stupid government, this same evil government, they are not even ashamed of themselves. They are going about still campaigning to remain in power. I don't know what reason what reason they have, or what is giving them that courage or that belief that people want them to continue. In short, they even know that nobody wants them to continue, because in the first place, nobody voted for them to come in. They force themselves in. And deep down inside of me, it's going to take a miracle to force out these people. Because they have spread their tentacles all over the place. They have spread their tentacles all over the place, and in the field, there's nothing anybody can do. They have bandits working for them, herdsmen working for them, Boko Haram terrorists working for them. I don't even know how the election is going to be. If we are even able to conduct an election, or a credible election. Credible, no. There is nothing like credible election in Nigeria. It has never happened. Even if it's something close to credible, you still will not get the actual results. It is what it is. But whether credible or not credible, if you find yourself in power and you are in power, you should exercise some power when the need arises. I have never seen a nonchalant government like the one we have in Nigeria. A government who seems like is happy that things are not going well in Nigeria, in the country. They are just asleep. They don't really care what is going on. Even if the whole Nigerians are under a kind of siege, and the bandits or the terrorists, whatsoever they are called, are asking the government to intervene, or else the whole country is going to be destroyed. The government, I'm sure they still won't do anything about it, as far as their family members are not in the country. As far they are not affected directly, they won't do anything. Sometimes I come to ask myself, these terrorists and our government, are they the same? I mean, are they really working together hand in hand? Because if these people are not tied to the government, how come the government is not making effort to fish them out, to search them out, to go after them? We have military. Nigeria have a very solid military base, military personnel. Yes, we have sent our military to assist other countries over the years, and they've done well. But look at us in Nigeria here. We just need the military to do something about this terrorism and these bandits, kidnappers, whatsoever, that is terrorizing the country. And for years now, nothing has been done. It seems like the terrorists, they are more armed than the military personnel that we have in Nigeria. But still, we can boast of a solid military base that we can send to other countries to assist them. But we cannot raise a strong military base, military personnel that will go after terrorists, even when we know they are hideouts. Donald Trump came the last time to assist when the cries were becoming unbearable. When going to a church to go and worship God became something that can't be done, as churches was being burst into and worshippers taken away as captives, asking for ransom, asking for all sort of things. Name it. In the north is a no-go. Don't. I'm sure in the north there are no churches anymore that people can go freely and go and worship. Even in Kwara State, the last time, I'm sure people in Kwara State right now, they have to think twice before going to church. And it's not only church. They go to schools to abduct school children, pupils, teachers from school. It's not only churches. They go to schools now and kidnap school children, teachers, and hold the whole country to ransom, because they want the government to come and negotiate. Then they will not ask the state to be Islamized, for Sharia laws, Islamic laws to be implemented in those states. Nigeria have laws. How we, the government, allow terrorists and bandits to now decide what laws should be applied in a country, in a certain state, excuse me. Is it bandits, terrorists that set laws in a country, or it is the government? So you can see how low and how bad the whole thing has become. Even in Saudi Arabia, the home of the Muslims, in Mecca, where Muslims go for their pilgrimage or something. Yes, that's the headquarters of the Islamic religion in the world. There are still churches there. People still go to churches in Saudi Arabia. They worship their God peacefully and come back home peacefully. You have never heard of any church being broken into and people are adopted. And they're asking for ransom. It has never happened. I've never heard of it. There are many Islamic countries in the world. It being an Islamic country, that does not mean you cannot go to church and worship God and come back. Whether you worship God in the church, in the mosque, God is one, is God. They call God Allah. We call God in English or whichever language. It is one God. They call on God through Muhammad. We call on God through Jesus Christ. It is still one God we are calling. Why is it that in Nigeria it is another thing? What kind of evil, are upon these people that in Nigeria religion is something is do or die, and the government is not doing anything about it? It's very annoying. It's very annoying. Buhari was there for 8 years. He allowed them to do everything they want to do. They have done all the underground work. Now the whole country now is surrounded by terrorists. Where do we go from here? You can't even leave your home. You can't even travel to your country and have peace. People cannot leave their home. People cannot travel. People cannot do anything because bandits, henchmen, terrorists are just all over the place, looking for who to capture, who to ransom, and ask innocent people of their hard-earned money to come and pay and release their loved ones. And some of those loved ones, they are not even guaranteed that they are still alive. Some will just go to schools, adopt school children and teachers, hold them to ransom and start asking the government to come and implement some certain laws and do. What is happening in Nigeria? And we have a president that is sleeping, a sleeping president. And his vice, who is an extremist, which the whole world knows. What do you really expect from a government of two Muslims? Number one, number two. And now we are campaigning to vote in somebody else into power. And you think these devil incarnates are going to open their eyes and allow a free and fair election to be conducted in Nigeria? I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I just pray it's possible, because with God all things are possible. President Bola Tinubu, you not try. fall our hand. You disgrace us. You disgrace yourself. You have made the Yorubas a laughing stock. You have made Nigeria a laughing stock. You have made governance a laughing stock. Just look at how terrorists are calling the shots in Nigeria. Because we have a toy as president. Somebody supposed to be the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Federal Republic. Now terrorists and bandits are now calling the shot on him, telling him what to do. Anyhow, it shouldn't happen. It's just that maybe they are working hand in hand together to actualize one purpose, which I don't know, maybe to Islamize the country, which is not done. It's not done. Nigeria is not an Islamic state yet. We are seeing all of these things. If, God forbid, Nigeria become an Islamic state, it's going to be a place where nobody can live in if you are not a Muslim. It's not an Islamic state yet. You see all these problems happening. If, God forbid, they succeed in Islamizing the country, where are we going to live? It's going to be nowhere to live, nowhere to hide, nowhere to run for these devil incarnates. People are campaigning. Election. Go and vote. Peter Obi. Sowore. Atiku. Your PVC. Do all of those things really count? The last election, what happened? Didn't people vote? Were the votes not counted? Did they give us the right figures? Even when it becomes so obvious that Peter Obi won, was it declared the winner? It was not. Because the government in power, APC, they know how to manipulate and force themselves into power even without winning. How are we not sure that the same thing is going to happen? Who is going to speak up? And if it comes to fighting, who is going to come out to fight? And who are we going to be fighting against? Is it against the bandits, the Fulani herdsmen, the Boko Haram, the terrorists in the country that are working with the government? Or are we going to be fighting against the Nigerian armed forces? I don't even know who we are going to be fighting against. If there's going to be a revolution in the country, I don't know the revolution who is going to be against, because there are too many forces in the country that we don't understand. Everything they are just kind of like linked together negatively, working against the country. No, this video is getting too long. I don't know what to say. But if I want to stay here and talk, we won't live here. Well, anyhow, let me leave other things for the next video. I don't always like to do too long videos, because in the issue of Nigeria, there is no way you can can get to a conclusion about it. It does not have a conclusion. There is no ending to the issue of Nigeria. But this particular issue, it hurts my heart so much. But anyhow, celebrate you guys. Thanks you for watching and listening to this video. Please like, comment, drop your comment, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We talk about everything. Okay, sports, politics, life in general, everything. We just talk about everything. I'm still your brother, a comrade. God bless you.